Well, he smoked them. Welcome to another installment of the Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms, LLC. P.A.N. Firearms for your NRA certification and multifaceted gun training. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfirearmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box below. But I'm going to talk about this here. Philadelphia. A gentleman was having a late night smoke on his front stoop. And apparently, somebody pulled up on a bicycle, presented a gun, in the intentions of robbing the gentleman who was in front of his home. But the man pulled a gun, fired at the would-be criminal, and, well, from all indications, dispatched him. And there, let me pull up this. Okay, so let's go ahead and watch this for a little details and context.
So he said he was just standing on his stoop, a 24-year-old, just before midnight. He was smoking a cigarette, and that's when somebody rode up on a bicycle, hopped off, and tried to rob him. He pulled a gun, but it did not go as planned, according to police. This happened last night at 6th and Moya Mincing, South Philadelphia. The suspect stepped off his bicycle, pulled out that gun, but the victim also carrying a legal firearm, and he quickly shot the robber one time in the head. The suspect was able to fire off a couple of shots, but nobody else was injured. He fell to the sidewalk. Police found him there bleeding. He died at the hospital. Well, the victim who shot him called police.
He did remain on the scene. He lived right there. And in preliminary information, it appears that he does have a valid permit to carry.
The victim is cooperating this morning. Again, police do say he has a license to carry permit. That is a trend we are seeing all over the city of Philadelphia lately. More and more people carrying legal firearms in self-defense. For now, we're live at police headquarters. Randy Gyllenhaal, NBC 10 News.
Now, that's, as always, I always have the back up here because there's always some little details that you can pull out. But from the Blaze, titled, Philly man having late night smoke by his front stoop turns the tables on armed robber pulling out his own gun and fatally shooting Crook in the head. What do I say to that? Hey, good shot. A man smoking a late night cigarette by his front stoop in South Philadelphia apparently turned the tables on an armed robber Wednesday, pulling out his own gun and fatally shooting the assailant in the head. A 24-year-old man was standing in front of his house in the 2200 block of South 6th Street near West Moyangmingsing Avenue around 11:30 p.m. when a 30-year-old rode up on a bicycle, pulled a gun, and announced his intentions to rob the 24-year-old. But his target came prepared. Police said the 24-year-old pulled out his own handgun and fired one shot as the would-be robber was stepping off the bicycle, the station said. One shot and shot him in the head. Philadelphia Police Department Chief Inspector Scott Small told WCAU-TV it appeared that the robbery victim turned the tables on the would-be robber. That wasn't the end of it, however. The 24-year-old told police that the would-be robber, even after having been shot in the head, still was able to fire one or two shots, WPVI said, adding that the shots didn't hit the 24-year-old. Police found the would-be robber on the sidewalk with one gunshot wound to the head. WPVI said he lost consciousness while being rushed to the hospital and was pronounced dead around 2 a.m. Thursday, the station added. Police said the 24-year-old has a valid license to carry a gun and that officers recovered both weapons, WPVI reported, adding that they haven't released the name of anyone involved. No charges were filed early Thursday morning as police continue to investigate the shooting, WCAU said. I'm not really sure why they need to investigate. It's clear, cut, and dry as far as I can see. But Philadelphia police said justified homicides have been increasing annually since at least 2017, WCAU said, adding that police figures indicate 8 justifiable homicides occurred in 2017, and that figure increased to 19 last year. In 2022, police said there have been 7 justifiable homicides, not counting Wednesday night's shooting, and others still under investigation, the station said. And then they talk about last month, a Philadelphia resident shot a gunman who pretended to be a police officer and tried to rob him. A police detective told WTXF the shooting was 100% justifiable self-defense. The man who successfully exercised his Second Amendment rights added to the station that everyone in Philadelphia should have a permit to carry a concealed weapon. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, I'm in full agreement to that. I think every law-abiding, competent person should have a permit and know how to use a firearm. There's no other greater deterrent for a criminal than to know that the potential victim, there's a good 90% chance that that person's armed. But I had made another video talking about situational awareness. And this is very interesting because this gentleman who was smoking a cigarette obviously knew that there was the chances of some violence happening were pretty good. If he's out there smoking a cigarette with a gun in his possession, then he already has the know-all that there's a good chance that something could go down while he was out there. And kudos to him. One shot, good for him. Good for him. Now, as I said in the previous video about situational awareness, is just being aware of who's around you and why they're there is key to anticipating violence. Whether you're a gun owner or not, it's not relevant in that regard. You don't have to be a gun owner to have situational awareness. It will definitely keep you safe. As far as this case here, that I don't see anything to be charged with. The person, I guarantee you, the person that came off the bike who's going to rob him did not have a permit, did not have a legal firearm, and this gentleman did, and he turned the tables on him. And hey, good for him. Kudos. Good shot. And that's really all I can say about it. But this is another one of those good guy with a gun stopping a bad guy. But let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get notified the next time a video goes live. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.